guys. Welcome back to Real Life with Miranda. So, I have a sore throat, but I've been slacking on making videos, and I just wanted to make sure that I stick to my word and I follow through because that's not cool. I can't be doing that to y'all. Especially if I want to be loyal, and just as much as I want you guys to be loyal. So let's just get it popping. Let's just get it right off the start. So basically, I wanted to touch bases on a really personal matter of mine. Something that happened to me, something that, made me stronger at the end of the day, which sometimes it will usually break somebody. But I can honestly say that I was never broken from the situation that I'm going to tell you guys about. I just hope that I share it with somebody who, will take this and be free, and one day will be able to tell their story. Ooh, you can see the glare in my glasses. That's not popping. That's why I'm trying to sit closer because I can't see. I'm blind. So, yeah. Basically, wow, I'm getting nervous trying to talk about it. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna get close and personal with you guys so you guys can really feel what's going on. So I was born in Orange County. My mother was born and raised in Orange County. And my mom, around my age now, met somebody and moved to Long Beach in the early 90s. Which, if you're from Long Beach, you can imagine it was popping. I mean, just absolutely. Let me see how I look with my glasses. I ain't got no makeup on, but whatever. I'm gonna take them off so y'all ain't gotta see a glare. And I got circles under my eyes and all that. This is real life. This is me. So we moved to Long Beach when I was 4, and we lived in a lot of different places before we actually were settled for a while. So we moved into the hood in Long Beach. I lived off of 21st and Elm for quite some time, and it was rough. It was an adjustment. Only because I'm a mixed girl, and it was predominantly African American in that area, and I was judged and I was picked on, and I was just an outsider for a little while. So it was definitely something to get used to, until eventually I started to basically blend in and have friends, and people would come over my house and people wanted to play with me. And I went through a lot of rough patches living there. My hair was cut. And mind you, when I was 7, well, okay, let's fast forward. So at this time, when I lived on 21st and Elm, I was 7 at this particular time. And it was around the 1st and 2nd grade. And, my mom really spoiled me because it was just me and my brother at the time. And I had a lot of stuff that a lot of kids in that area didn't have. And I don't know, looking back at it now, maybe that caused a lot of envy. And so my hair was cut at one point in time, and it was a really tough time because I just couldn't understand why somebody would cut my hair. So, and also there was a lot of haters who were hating on my mother because she was working at Boeing. She was a businesswoman at a very young age, and she had it going on for herself. And people around that area, not to say that my mother was never on government assistance or I wasn't on government assistance, but at that time we weren't. My mom worked for everything that she had, and that caused a lot of drama and envy. So at this time, everything was cool. Everything was running smoothly. Everybody was cool. We used to have neighbor barbecues. We would hang out and just, do regular hood shit. And that's the truth. So, we would play double dutch. We would have barbecues in the middle of the fucking apartment building. It was cool. So, okay, I remember this one night in particular. We well, we were playing outside and everybody was spending the night at our neighbor's house, which is across, like diagonally across from my house. And these girls were asking like everybody if they wanted to come and spend the night. And some parents said yes, some parents said no. So I begged my mom to go over there. I was like, let me spend the night. I want to spend the night. Mind you, I'm 7. So I wanted to go spend the night. And my mom did. It was one of the first times my mom let me spend the night at somebody's house. So I went over my neighbor's house, and it was the mom, the dad, I believe like a few cousins, because everybody was family tied in the apartment building, and the daughters. And the daughters were my friends. I do that because, yeah. So, because really, anybody I'm explaining is really not my fucking friend. So, I remember playing in the house, you know, it's getting closer and closer to bedtime, and we're laying down, we're literally about to fall asleep. And, sorry, I don't mean to get emotional. And I remember the dad coming out, and I remember like the mom was laying in the bed. And I remember the dad coming out in his underwear, and he was wearing some fucking tighty whities. Like, I mean, the ugliest fucking kind of underwear. No, that's just not my cup of tea, like, ever. Ugh, disgusting. But he came out in his tidy whities, and I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna like turn out the light or lock the slide, because it was a sliding glass door. That's how fucking old it was. We had sliding glass doors. So everybody's awake. Like, we haven't fell asleep yet. And he comes over and he starts to touch me in my private area. And at the time, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cry. At the time, I didn't know what was going on. And honestly, I didn't know what was going through my head. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cry. But I just remember, like, my friends watching everything. And some were actually faking sleep. Like, I could see, like, because I was looking around while he was doing it, and the wife was in the room, and it was just the most worst situation. And it lasted about 3 or 4 minutes from my memory. I don't know if, honestly, like, I can't pinpoint, like, how long it was. Whew. Let me get my shit together. I smiled through this shit because, honestly, this shit made me stronger, but we'll get to that in a second. So when he was done, he went back into the room. Nobody said anything to anybody. I left immediately. Like, it was like maybe like 12 o'clock at night, at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I ran home. We lived diagonal, so I ran home. And I remember my mom was sitting and talking to her friends, and from my memory, I was pretty sure that I told my mom what happened right then and there. Mind you, the person who did this to me was gang affiliated. Wasn't necessarily, I don't think, in the gang, but his family was in a gang. And they pretty much ran that whole apartment complex. So they threatened to kill my mom because one of our neighbors, I don't know who that is. One of our neighbors, which is his niece, told us that it's been happening to her. Well, it has happened to her, and that if my mom was to say anything, that they would kill my mom. So, with that being said, nothing was done to this person. Nothing was said to this person. I don't really have memory of what was going on or how long we stayed at that apartment building, but I know that I've seen this person after this happened. He's been around my presence after this happened. the most awkwardest shit I could ever go through. And I went to school. I went to Poly High School with his daughters, and they never said a fucking word to me. Every time we would cross paths or see each other, it was a weird tension. It was so weird because they knew what happened to me. And seeing them every day brought back that same moment. And it was so hard dealing with that shit. Like, I just wanted to be like, do y'all remember? Do y'all remember when your dad did that to me? Like, that's how angry I felt. Like, you really sat there, like, and didn't even say nothing. Like, I mean, they're kids. No, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand. Excuse me. I have a sore throat, so I'm just feeling so many emotions right now. The main reason why I want to talk about this is because I don't let this shit get to me today at all. A lot of people who have been molested, raped, anything that has to do with somebody in your personal space and you don't want that, they feel like they can't speak up on it. And if somebody does and they don't believe you, then it's like almost like, what's the point of even speaking up? Like, that's when suicide comes into play. That's when depression comes into play. And I never ever let that shit get me down. I can cry about it and be okay with it. Do I forgive this person? Hell motherfucking no. I will never ever forgive this person. But will I ever let this person ever get me down? Nah. It just ain't happening. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media with girls being raped and molested and not saying anything, or the parents not believing their child or even questioning anybody. Protect your kids. Like, in some situations, there's nothing you can do. I understand that. But just love your children, believe your children. We're not making this shit up. Like, who makes this up? If your kid is making this up, there's some other issues that you need to dig deeper on. But I just want to I wanted to share my story because I want people to know and kids to know that it's okay to tell somebody. It's okay to let somebody know what's really going on. That's the best thing that you can do. If anybody has ever touched you inappropriately, said something to you inappropriately, did anything to you inappropriately, speak up. Speak up. If you guys want to message me in a private message and have a discussion about it and ask me deeper questions about this, or you guys want to know anything, please feel free. Like, I'm an open book. I don't have nothing to hide. I honestly feel like a ton of bricks have been lifted off my shoulders. I have spoken about this openly and freely. I've told my coworkers, I told my family, I told people who barely met me, and it just so happens that this subject comes up because I want people to know, like, the real, and I want people to know, like, you can come out strong being affected by something like this. Like, I never thought, like, thinking about it, I never thought that sitting here today I would be making a video about me being molested. And I also never thought that, you know, I feel that I don't want this to happen to anybody else. And yeah, sorry. I'm just getting emotional because I know there's a lot of girls, there's a lot of boys out there who've gone through something similar like this, and nothing has been done. And I don't know your situation, and I don't know how you feel or how you deal, but I just want you to know that you're not alone, and that if anybody's watching this video and wants to have a conversation with me about anything that has to do with this topic or discussion, please please feel free to talk to me. I'm seriously the most easiest person to talk to. Sorry, I had to take a deep breath. My fucking throat hurts, and I just felt this heavy weight that I needed to let go, and I need to have a discussion about. Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm seriously taking this video stuff, this vlogging, this YouTube stuff seriously. And my show is called Real Life with Miranda. So this is a part of my real life. Like, I hope one day that I could share my story with whoever the fuck. And just touch one person. Like, that's my ultimate goal is to share my real life story with YouTube, with whoever subscribes. I want to be as authentic as I possibly can be. The only thing I got on right now is some motherfucking lipstick. That's it. No foundation, my hair is straightened, and I got on a hat because I love hats, you know? But I literally just smile through the pain. I don't necessarily call it pain though anymore. Sometimes when I sit and I really think about it, it hurts because I feel like some sort of innocence was taken away from me at such a young age. And that's something that I can never get back at that time. Like, he kind of robbed me of a feeling, you know? Like, no 7-year-old is supposed to ever experience anything like that. Anybody. It could be a grown-ass person. If that person don't want to be touched, then that person don't want to be touched. Like, it's as simple as that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My throat is killing me. I just really felt compelled to talk about this story. And I also want to say rest in peace to Kanika Jenkins. I want to say to anybody who's been touched or molested or raped or anything within that nature, that you are not alone and that you are loved. And to always love yourself and to give yourself that type of love if anybody can. You know, you owe it to yourself. You are still pure and innocent at the end of the day. Don't let anybody rob you from anything that they took from you without your willingness, without your say. Sorry, I'm so emotional right now. It's ridiculous. But comment below if you guys have any comments. I really just wanted to get personal with you guys, and I want you guys to feel my connection. And I wanted to be real with you guys. And some people know about this about me. Some people don't. Trust me, some people are going to be really, really shocked. So, like and subscribe. Share this video. Give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, you know, keep smiling. At the end of the day, you are beautiful. You are one of a kind. Stay strong. And yeah. Love you guys.